At this point, there's going to be no more other footage of the fire alarm sounding, so if that's what you're looking for, then you can click off now. I'm honestly just going to run up the clock now to make this video at least 1 minute long, because if not, it's going to post as a short, and I don't want this to post as a short. This right here is a Simplex voice evacuation system. Of course, there's no voice. In this case, the tone is a code 3 tone, which is pretty much the standard in Massachusetts. Like the title says, this is a UMass Lowell fire alarm activation. There's several UMass campuses like UMass Amherst, which is the best one. No, I'm just kidding. UMass Lowell, UMass Boston. But again, they're all University of Massachusetts campuses, so they're compliant with Massachusetts fire codes. You might be like, why is there no voice evacuation message through a speaker system? In Massachusetts, the standard is that if there's a fire alarm system with voice capabilities or whatever, if the standard practice in that building is to evacuate the building when the fire alarm goes off, that is, you're not supposed to shelter in place or wait further instructions, then a simple code 3 tone is sufficient. The reason why the voice evacuation system has to be there is so that way the fire department, when they arrive, those big engines and whatever, if the building's actually on fire or there's an emergency, they can use that fire alarm system as a public address system and command people, which is why it's called the Fire Command Center. With horn strobes, you can't do that because they're just binary. They're either beeping or they're not. They're either hurting your ears or they're not. With speaker systems, you have a lot of different options. Of course, if, for example, the building format were to change and now they want to have parts of the building shelter in place when the fire alarm goes off, then they can go ahead and do that. At this point, I've definitely been talking for more than a minute. This has become quite the session of just yammering, but I hope you learned something interesting about fire code. Is there anything else I need to say? Truealert speaker strobes. I think it's like a 4100 ES probably. That would be my guess. Maybe it's a 4100U, but either way, it's one of those proprietary Simplex panels. But yeah, thank you for watching. Please do like, comment, and subscribe. Oh yeah, also, I didn't film this video. Thank you to my good friend. I don't know if he wants his name said. We'll just call him Bob. Thank you, Bob, for sending in this video. Very kind of you. Appreciate it. Have a good day, everyone. Bye-bye. Never mind, it's not goodbye just quite yet. I forgot a crucial piece of information. It's not that important, but the cause of the alarm, as we can see in this lovely email, because the person who sent this to me was nice enough to even include the email, the fire alarm was triggered by construction in the basement. So I'm guessing they were probably doing something that released a lot of dust into the air, because they were talking about how the environmental team, after the alarm went off, checked the air pollution levels and stuff like that, and it was good. But I mean, that's a pretty common thing when they do construction, especially when they start drilling into concrete and stuff. The dust sets off fire alarms. But yeah, there you go. That was the cause of the alarm. I always want to make sure to include this stuff, because if I don't, there's always at least 20 people who are like, what was the cause of the alarm? Do you know what the cause of the alarm was? And also, I've low-key been getting too lucky with these alarms to the point where it's kind of suspicious. So I got to make sure people know I'm not setting these alarms off. Like, I swear to God, I'm just always in the right place at the right time. But other than that, now it's actually goodbye for real. Take care, guys.